sit back, run back. Step on the floor, watch him jump it. I'm so drunk like I stepped in the puddle. I bet the
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and football fans, good evening, and welcome to Tiger Alexio Stadium for this evening's Hockomock League matchup, the Tiger Bowl, between the Oliver Ames Tigers and your Taunton Tigers. Oliver Ames, led tonight by head coach Mr. Ed DeWitt, and the Tigers, Taunton, led by head coach Mr. Brad Sidwell. Fans, we would ask all in attendance now, if you would please, to stand, rise, turn to the south end zone to the American flag for tonight's national anthem. And a nice round of applause, please, for our THS marching band.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Alexo Stadium for tonight's high school football matchup between the Taunton Tigers and the Oliver Ames Tigers for tonight's Tiger Bowl. Taunton coming into this 3-2 on the season, 0-2 in league matchups, and Olive Ames coming in 2-3 and 1-1 in league matchups. I'm Doug Pond, joined alongside Aiden Fidden. Aiden, what do you think about tonight's matchup?
I think tonight's going to be a nice matchup for both teams. I think they're going to both try to give it their all from the get-go. The Tigers have done a really good job of doing that at home and have kept the intensity up at home, and we're just going to want to see them try to do it again. They had an unlucky loss against KP at home the last time around, but they're going to hope to change it around and give their best football.
Taunton obviously coming off 2 straight losses to 2 of the top powerhouse teams in the Hockomock, King Philip and Franklin. Last game against Franklin was just awful to watch for the Tigers.
35-0 for the Tigers. It seems like they couldn't get anything going on offense. They were just stopped by that tough Franklin defense, and Franklin really went out there and had it flying on the Tigers with 35 points on the board just within 4 quarters.
And we saw Taunton have so many great opportunities to score that game, it just could not complete.
In the red zone a couple times, and one big player that they're missing that can really punch the ball in the end zone is Brian Batista. He can do it all on the field. He can receive passes, and when he gets the ball, he's just absolutely explosive. So not having him in the red zone was really good, really affected their game and really affected their chances to score.
Batista missing his 3rd straight game. Evan Parada starting from, who has gotten some great minutes for the Tigers in the past few games.
Great minutes indeed, but it seems like in the last game it really showed what he could do and his ability compared to what Brian can do and what he can really put on the field and how much they're really missing him in the game.
One of the things to watch for this game is the Tigers' run defense, which has been exploited in the past 2 games by 2 run-heavy teams.
And a lot of that is just play calling by the coach. Do you want to see them pack the box? And that's what they did a couple times. Like I was saying, in the past couple games against KP and Franklin, they started to pack the box with a lot of linemen and a lot of linebackers, but they really couldn't hold them. And even when they were getting stops, it seemed like they were coming out of packing it up and they got exploited again. So they're going to stay consistent with their calls on the field and really stay consistent with what works. If it isn't broken, then don't fix it.
We saw in the first 3 games for the Taunton Tigers, their lockdown defense, we called it an impenetrable wall. Tigers hoping to bring that back tonight. And great defense there by Nick Lima. Take down OA's quarterback, Jake Grimaldi.
Just like you said, we're going to want to see them come back with that first, second game, third game defense that really just seemed like a whole bunch of bullies on the field. They didn't really let anything pass them and didn't really let anything mess with them. So to keep that up is going to be really important in this game.
And back for the Tigers is Nick Lima, who 2 games ago suffered cramps in both his legs, which must really hurt, but he's doing a lot better tonight, and as we can clearly see, he was doing a lot better, already showing his presence on defense.
All you got to do is drink some water and eat some bananas before the game, and you can prevent those cramps, but in a game like this that lasts as long as it does, you never know.
Throwing it deep and is incomplete. That's going to bring OA to 3-12, 4-12. 4th down on the 13-yard line with 11:05 to go here in the first quarter. Already great presence by Taunton's defense. Bringing up a quick 4th down.
And the punt is away.
And is fielded around the 50.
46-yard line.
Gets right past the 40 and is going to be taken down around the 35.
Tigers might want to come out run heavy here with their running back, Evan Parada, and see what they can really do to this defense and just test them out and not try to take too many risks. Or they could just let it fly from the beginning with Jacob Leonard, who has a great arm and can really exploit a weak defense with his talent, and especially the talent of his wide receivers, and especially Trent Santos, who's just a fantastic receiver on the field with tons of speed and great
Number
hands.
15, Jake Leonard.
Tigers missing Trent Santos last game. Always happy to have him back.
First time this evening. First time 10 play from
Leonard
35.
throws it.
Pass is complete.
By the first couple defenders going all the way.
Trent
And he's going to be
with the
taken
reception.
down. Not before the first down, but will gain some yards on
Takes it
that.
down to the 30
And
yard
that's
line.
just an
Second down play
amazing
coming up.
show of agility and speed. He catches it on one side of the field and outruns everyone else to the other side just to gain a couple yards, but that's just brilliant footwork and speed.
You know,
from
he's been
Trent
saving
Santos.
that up for a week now.
He was definitely itching to play against Franklin, seeing not too much productivity from the Tigers on
Second
the
down,
O.
short coming up. Ball
He
crossed
would have
on the
wanted to make his
28-yard
presence
line.
known and really get him on the board in that game.
Tigers handed off to Parada, who is taken down shortly after.
Number 32, Evan Braun with the carry for the Tigers.
And the Tigers are here, gonna want to punch this in the end zone. And they've made really good progress down the field already with 25 yards left to go to the end zone and only 9 minutes, 30 seconds left. They're gonna want to get some points on the board, which they were really lacking last week, and get their momentum back from what they had the first 3 games.
Taunton playing fast and aggressive, but not too fast to make mistakes.
Pass falls incomplete.
As
Bring up
I say,
second
no
down.
mistakes. We have one right there. The pass falls a little short of Trent Santos. As he drops it to the ground, it'll be 2nd and 10 on the 25 with 9:24 to go.
And Jacob Leonard with a short check down pass. You're going to miss those once in a while, but really how the Tigers played, again, in those first 3 games that I talk about, because that was their most offensively productive games, but how they really played in those first 3 games, Jacob Leonard was kind of looking like Mac Jones with the quick reads and the quick short throws, and that's what we're going to want to see, smart football.
His way up the middle.
Just another great play by quarterback Leonard. We gain a few yards on that. As we mentioned before, a lot of people call this the Tiger Bowl, both teams being the Tigers. Both teams do like to play each other a little bit more tough, which gives us a more physical game.
Ball on the 16-yard line. 3rd down and short play coming up for the Tigers.
Let's see.
I was trying to be quiet.
Nate Keenan around the left end. Keenan's carry good for a Tiger. First down.
Nate Keaton's carry gets the Tigers another first down here early in the game. Tigers are just attacking and attacking early on.
And just like I was saying before I took a little pause, but really the first 3 games, just smart play calling and smart throws from Jacob Leonard, and he was just dotting the other team up, getting the Tigers down the field as he wished, and we're going to want to see that Mac Jones football again, and we're going to want to see that play calling from Sidwell.
We just saw there the brother of Trent Santos, Troy Santos, who a few years ago put up a great basketball season as an 8th grader. And as he gets the ball right there, he's just tossed out of bounds.
Leonard's pass is complete. Number 12, Troy Santos, with the reception on that last play.
And here the Tigers are with the 2nd down, and I think they're going to want to air out again, or maybe punch it in with Parada, who's really been exploiting this
Second down
weak
play
run
coming
defense of the other Tigers. And we'll see what they'll do here.
Prada obviously being and they dropped a snap, and that'll take them down a few yards. Yeah, once again, as we were talking about mistakes, There's another one right there. Not what you want to see, especially that close to the goal. Mistakes like that can cost you later in the game.
I completely agree. We saw it against the game. We saw it in the game against New Bedford. Both teams were making tons of mistakes, and especially penalties. We haven't really seen many yet, but penalties can really cost you the game. And other mistakes, missed snaps, you just don't want to see that. I know it happens, but you got to really prevent it if you want to be able to win the game.
Tigers losing almost 14 yards right there. Not a good look for them early. And that's going to be a false start on Oliver Ames, number 6, Chad Silva. Chad Silva being one of the better offensive players for the OA Tigers. Carrying a heavier workload.
The ball forward.
He's going to be taken down right before getting a few yards on that, but we'll bring them to a 4th down.
Short, smart throw from the Tigers just to get them in field goal range, but you're going to want to see them try to go for the glory and get in the end zone on that one. It was just a small, short, flat route from number 3, Jose Toran. He got good separation on the play, and it was a decent throw, but maybe going through for the end zone might be the smart play on that.
4th down play. Nate Keenan on for a field goal attempt.
Just 15 yards out as Nate Keenan prepares the kick. And the kick is good as the Tigers get their first. The Taunton Tigers get their first points of the night. Come up 3-0 with 6:09 here in the first quarter.
6:09 remaining in the first quarter.
Really seems to me like Nate Keenan plays every position on the field. He's out there safety, corner, running back, wide receiver, and he just kicked a field goal. A decent field goal as well. It wasn't the deepest, but it was a deep field goal.
I mean, if it goes in, it goes in. And as you're saying, you see Nate Keenan almost everywhere on every single possession. Another player who you've been seeing more in different positions is Faisal Mass, who's been playing a lot more offense for the Tigers recently and has been really, really outstanding for them. He's almost unstoppable. We've talked about it before, how Faisal is just one of the most versatile players here in the Hockomock League.
Get the ball in his hands, and that speed and size can really carry you. If you're running as fast as he does at his 6'3" frame, then you're running some people over.
And if you're in front of them, you might as well get out of the way. He's like a moving freight train. As Keenan sends off the kick.
Nate Keenan with the kick.
And he almost failed it, but drop it, and is going to be taken down at the 35.
Number 4, Matt Small, getting to the ball first. Came out of nowhere. Looked like a bolt of thunder out there.
Fans, as a reminder, in the south end zone, the Tiger Snack Shack is open.
Tigers, so far on their first offensive drive, really looking tough out there. And really looking like they can stop this Oliver Ames offense, but we're going to have to see if Oliver Ames is going to switch it up from what they did before.
Not their best play so far, but good enough to get them a 3-0 lead. Hoping they can step up a little bit as the game continues. Quarterback looking for an option to hand off, gets by some defenders and is taken down for a gain of 3-4 yards.
Number 75, Nathan LaPlante.
Interesting option on that type of yardage for the Tigers. It was just an interesting play from them. I mean, Jacob, the QB, looked a little bit confused when he first got the ball in his hands, but maybe that was planned. I don't know. To me, it looked like the Tiger defense just really came and overwhelmed them with aggressive speed off the line, and maybe we can see that again.
I mean, that's what you want. That's what you want to see from the Tigers' defense. Is you want to overwhelm them and just limit their options, keep them on their feet. And as the OA Tigers break through the first down, just past the 50, Colin Williamson, one of the better players for the OA Tigers, carrying one of the heavier workloads for them.
And if you're really progressing through the game and you see the Oliver Ames Tigers, I keep just saying Tigers in general, and it could be a little confusing, but if you see the Oliver Ames Tigers just going to the throw like I feel like they have a lot recently, you can just zero blitz them. Have no people back there and just blitz them. And we're going to want to see our talented corners like McKine Gonzalez and Trent Santos.
Ooh,
really
great defense by the Tigers right there. The handoff, and it's taken
man.
down immediately, runs straight into a brick wall.
John with a fantastic tackle. Oh, man. That was... Oh, he put some emphasis on that.
That's the fan favorite John Castillo right there. A lot of folks here at Taunton call him Papa John after Papa John's.
And after taking 2 losses, he wasn't playing around. He came out to this game with the belly shirt on.
You can tell how angry he is and how much he wants this.
Oh, yeah. But like I was saying before, for the Tigers, they're going to want to see what this Oliver Ames team can really do, because if you see them go into the run consistently, you're going to want to put people back there and load it up. But if they're going to that throw, dude, blitz them and try to use your talented corners.
Oh, he gets right by the first sack and falls down on the ground. Nathan LaPlante once again with another tackle for the Taunton Tigers.
Speaking of defense for the Tigers, one thing they really have on their side, and that really hasn't been exploited because they've been pounded with the run a lot, their corners and their safeties are good. They got good protection with Nate Keenan and Troy Santos back in the safeties, and McKine, Jose, and Trent are just looking good as corners. They got good protection and good speed, and they really haven't been thrown on a lot.
McKine with a key interception a few weeks ago. Grimaldi looking for the pass, and is just a little too strong on that. That's going to bring up 4th down for Oliver Ames.
Troy Santos with the coverage of the Tigers.
I'm so sweaty right now. That run killed me. That's what I get for don't doing the mile today. Instead of going to the mile, I went to a college fair, took everything off the tables. It fucking killed me. And the kick is sent off, and it's going to be fielded at the 20. Trent Santos getting past 2 defenders. Great blocking right there. Tries to spin and is taken down right before the 30.
Number 32, Jordan Young.
Solid take back on the play from Trent Santos. He just gets it on like around the 10. Makes a couple athletic moves to get himself to around the 30. Great speed again. Kid's absolutely fantastic.
Very athletic player in Trent Santos, who is one of the nominations and one of the favorites for one of the senior superlatives, most athletic. And I mean, you could just watch this game and see why, but
yeah,
you watch everything else he does, and you would have to vote him.
I completely agree. The kid's a monster at everything he does. Almost every sport he plays. Never seen him be bad at anything. I heard that he's good at golf as well.
Oh, he is really nice at golf. Oh, and he gets right by everybody. Evan Parada is just a tank going right by the OA defense.
This may not be about football, but speaking of senior superlatives, I heard that you're a nominee for the class clown.
I am. Class clown, life of party, a few other things.
You're the life of the party in the press box, I'm not going to lie, Doug.
It's always a party up in here.
With the ball, 39. First on 10 plays, going to come again for Taunton.
Another nominee. And a class favorite, Brad Lincoln.
How's
it feel that that's your competition?
I do have some competition with Brad Lincoln for both categories. Actually, class clown and life of the party.
But best play-by-play is going to be you. If that's something you can get nominated for.
Leonard throws it deep and is caught! What a throw by Leonard for the touchdown! What a play by the Taunton Tigers! Trent Santos out a week, comes back with that. My goodness!
Jacob Leonard to Trent Santos. 61 yards through the air. Touchdown.
61 yards on that throw right there.
And that just came out of nowhere. Oh my goodness, Jacob Leonard and Trent Santos. That's a beautiful play. We were just sitting here talking. That just came out of nowhere.
He must have heard us talking about most athletics. Said, "Hey, let me prove myself real quick."
Oh yeah, and the speed on that play was just phenomenal. He came off the line and he was gone. There was no catching him. The arm on Jacob Leonard to just lead him perfectly. It was straight in the breadbasket. He didn't even have to stretch out for it. Straight in the breadbasket, and that's a touchdown for the Tigers. That's a beautiful, beautiful play. Just everything overall, they really caught Oliver Ames on their heels. They might have thought they were throwing it, and they just came with the big throw. That was amazing.
I don't even think you can call that an arm. That's a cannon right there.
That is a cannon.
61 yards on that. And the field goal kick for the Tigers was good. They were up 10-0 with just under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. We talked about the Tigers having to step it up on offense, and they have answered that message.
Short kick fielded at the 35-yard line.
And another stop by Matthew Small. He's all over the place on special teams.
Matthew Small having himself more than just a game right now.
And special teams does matter. We saw that against KP with a blocked punt that really could have changed the game. It did in the moment, but again, special teams. Matthew Slater for the New England Patriots. He's a big-time player. And Matthew Small with 2 tackles right now. Really just amazing speed from him. But the special teams all-star out there.
Phenomenal defense early on for the Tigers. Looking for a throw, throwing it deep, and is incomplete.
The Tigers' defense is looking good in the air. The Tigers, Oliver Ames Tigers have really gone to the air a couple times, and they haven't been able to put anything past Taunton.
A lot of the throws for OA have looked pretty good, but they've either just been a little too strong or another Taunton defender has been right there. If I'm OA, I'm scared to throw it because how close Taunton has been playing, I'm scared they're going to get an interception.
Definitely could. Anyone on this defense can go and get themselves an interception at any time.
Bottle flipping. Look at that on the bench. Bro, none of them got it. They suck. They trash.
Number 2, Robert Jenkins with the carry. Stop again behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's Robert Jenkins right there with the carry. He was taken down by Nathan LaPlante before the line. They'll keep them at 3rd and 10 on the 35. 1:26 left to go here in the first quarter.
So far for the Tigers, this is really looking like a bounce-back game.
Looking better than the Week 1 Tigers we saw.
Bro. Is it on?
Nah.
No. Like when we undo this part.
we can't hear each other. It's
because
weird.
I can hear. Look at it now, but it doesn't.
Yeah, no, it doesn't move when we talk.
Okay.
It's so confusing. It's weird. I don't like it, but.
All right, this is you.
Taunton's defense getting back ready. The hopes of getting another stop, bringing the 4th down. Hoping to close out this quarter strong.
A strong ending to this quarter could really put a huge emphasis on this game, and really, it looks like it's in their favor. But a strong ending to this quarter can really turn it in their favor.
And there's Nick Lehman to take down Oliver Ames player. That was number 3, Colin Williamson, one of the better players that we mentioned before. But the even better defender, Nick Lehman, to take him down.
For the Tiger defense.
We talk about this every game that we're able to talk about. Hey, the 2 games that we've been here plus this one. We're gonna say it again. Nick Lima reads the field, and he reads the defense, and he reads the offense like a book. He just read the QB. He knew where he was going with it right when he was about to throw, and just took that guy down. Just amazing speed to even get there.
One of the smartest football players, not just football players, but athletes that I know. Man knows football like the back of his hands.
And the Tigers recover at the 20-yard line. Their offense will head back.
Thinks he's better than us.
That guy's a pro.
Yeah, I'm better.
He has that play-by-play down. That gotta be you.
If it was basketball, that's me. I don't know football. This is still my third game ever doing this.
Bro, my play-by-play would be elite.
Man, you could try it out one day.
Nah, I
No?
can't, bro.
Yeah, you got
How
that.
many home games do we have left?
I'm gonna say like 2 maybe.
Fair. All right, this is you, bro. This is your play-by-play.
Here comes the Tigers offense. Jacob Leonard looking to make more highlight reel type plays. Here with just over a minute left to go. See if he can go the length of the field. Expecting deep throws right here. Leonard throws a short pass. Oh, he's getting by everyone. Evan Parada is finally taken down after gaining almost 40 yards. Oh, and he's still going. There's Faisal Mass. And as we said before, Faisal Mass, once he gets going, cannot be stopped. We talked about Jake Leonard, if he could go the length of the field in a minute. They did it in 20 seconds. My goodness, what a play by the Taunton Tigers.
And a bit of a confusing play, to be honest. And they just throw a quick check down pass and get themselves a solid chunk of yards, about 15 or 20. And then Evan Parada fumbles. They get themselves a solid chunk of yards, 15, and then Evan Parada seems to fumble, but a quick football, like just a great awareness on the play. Faisal picks it up, and he takes off. That's the speed we were talking about. He was gone. There was no catching him there.
Faisal Mass put it on the burners on that play. You talked about finishing. If they could finish strong this quarter, I think they finished stronger than strong right there. A 17-0 lead with 46 seconds left in just the first quarter. Absolutely amazing.
And one thing that's always impressed me so far this year with the Tigers is their hustle. Their hustle plays, the block punts. And that's a hustle football play right there. Oh, man. Evan Parada, it's unlucky to fumble, but Faisal's just smart and so fast to pick it up. He picked it up so quickly, and he was gone straight to the house. And like we were saying before, it looks like it's really in their favor after that score. Oh, man, 17-0, and just a quick defensive stop and a really quick offensive score. The Tigers are really looking to take this one away right now.
I think that's the one fumble Coach Sidwell will be okay with this year.
Definitely. Followed up with just a smart play. And, man, when I said he was fast, I didn't think he was that fast.
He even surprised me, but his burners, incredible. Ooh, what an amazing juke move, spin and taken down at the 30. I do not even know what happened.
Evan fumbled, and then they took it to the house.
Dude, I was so confused.
Let's see what the Tigers can do here. 40 seconds for Oliver Ames to score, and maybe they can do it, but so far it's looking like they can't break the Tigers' defense.
Tigers defense just holding them in place.
Nate Keenan coming up with a tackle from the secondary.
And
Up second down.
17-0 right now is just looking a bit like a blowout for the Tigers. They're really dominant right now, and even when they're making mistakes, they're fixing those mistakes within the same second.
Great resilience by the Tigers. We've seen it all year. Never giving up on plays.
And time will expire at the end of one quarter.
And that is going to take us to the end of the first quarter. Absolute domination by Taunton to take them to 17-0 as we will be back for the second quarter.
And we'll begin the second quarter. Quarterback carry. Number 33, Tana Brad with the tackle. Third down play coming up.
Ooh, 17-0. This is feeling good. I'm feeling good to be a Taunton High Tiger, not an Oliver Ames Tiger.
You know, it's a good day to be a Tiger, just not the other Tiger right now.
I mean, it might be a good day for them because they have homecoming tomorrow.
They do. That's why this game is actually being played on a Thursday. The overhead pass is caught and gets by the first tackle and is going to be taken down out of bounds just before the 40. That was Sean Friel on that.
Number 81, Sean Friel. Across midfield. Takes the ball down to the 43-yard line.
Like we said, like Doug was just saying, that we're playing this game on a Thursday now, which is a little bit inconvenient. There's a little bit less fans, but still, the showing's great. And hopefully for the away Tigers, they can have a good homecoming. We always want to wish that on people. You know, homecoming's a great time of the year, and we're hoping that OA.
Oh, and he gets by. All the Tiger defender is finally taken down.
Colin Williamson.
Where has that explosiveness been so far? Number 3.
Colin Williamson just explodes past the Taunton defense.
An explosive play. Oh, man. We just saw a lot of speed and agility out of him. Hopefully he can exploit the Tiger defense with that in the rest of the game.
We're seeing a different Oliver Ames team here in just the second quarter.
Hey, man, you're always going to want to call it after a loss, after a couple scores, after being down, you're always going to want to call it the comeback, the bounce back. That's something that can really motivate you. And they're looking to be motivated at the beginning of the second quarter.
With a couple big early plays, I think they have the motivation they need. They're quickly stopped.
By number 75, Nathan LaPlante. Man, that is a big dude. If I'm Oliver Ames QB, I do not want that guy coming at me.
He's the last person I want coming at me.
Oh, man. And I know him personally. Oh, kid can get angry. He can get angry. Put a little bit of frustration in that. Get a little bit of the crowd in his ear, and he's going to come at you. Trust me.
An option gets right by the Taunton defense. Takes a little bit to take him down, but is finally taken down for a gain of a few yards. Not enough to get them the first down.
Despite number 3 looking really explosive and just looking like a great player. Looks like if he gets the ball in his hands, he's really good. But the Tigers, what they've been struggling with, they struggled against the Franklin Panthers and they struggled against the King Philip Warriors. They struggled against those two teams' runs and just pounding the rock and a good old line and a good running back. But Oliver Ames looks like they're having a good running back, and Taunton are really adjusting and really getting their heads in the game with the run and really stopping the run. So maybe this is an adjustment from the Tigers. Maybe this is a new change. Maybe this is development from them.
As both Tiger teams line up, 3rd and 4. The handoff option to Colin Williamson is taken down for the first down. Just about the first.
First up the middle. Positive yards, good for a first down.
Maybe I spoke too soon. I mean, wow, he's fast. He is fast. I'm always amazed up here. I always see things up here, and I always get plays and see players, and I'm just like amazed. Really amazed, and I'm amazed by this kid's speed.
Every game we call, there's something always amazing that you just don't expect always happen.
Definitely. Hey, anything can happen with the game of football.
That is true.
And there's talented players out here.
1st and goal, back to Williamson. And he's going to be good for the first down, but what a strong hit right there. My goodness. And the Tiger player is down after that strong hit. Giovanni Walters right there on the bad end of that strong hit. And that got away a touchdown. Bro, I don't know if you've seen that play. I can show you the video after, but like some guy tried to like hurdle someone. He got like caught on his legs and some guy like hit him like helmet to his back. Bro, filmed him. It's awful.
All right, I'm going to say something. And, wow. I mean, we hate to see a player injured for the Tigers, but that was an explosive run. I mean, Colin Williamson is a beast on the ball, and we knew he had speed, but he seriously ran through the Tiger defender. Like, they met each other, and he just hit him. He hit him down the ground, and it's unfortunate for the Tigers. It's really upsetting because it looks like he's in a lot of pain, but that was some serious strength.
And a nice round of applause, please.
As he does get up and does appear to be walking.
Number 18, Giovanni Walters.
Just a strong hit right there. It's just still unbelievable what we just saw.
I feel terrible, but that was... Whew, I wouldn't be up right now. I'd be down. That is a big hit.
And as Oliver Ames gets the kick good to bring it to 17-7 with 7:37 here to go in the first half.
Oliver Ames on the board with 7:37 remaining till the half. Taunton still on top, 17-7. Fans, again, a reminder, in the south end zone, the Tiger Snack Shack open for business this evening. Hot pizza, cold drinks, snacks, candy. Please support the Boosters and Tiger football. We thank you for your patronage.
Maybe a change of momentum for the Oliver Ames Tigers, and maybe they can really see that the Tiger run defense that was looking strong at first may not be able to hold, and it may be the same old defense that we've been seeing throughout the last 2 games. We're going to hope not, but really Colin Williamson, if he keeps getting the ball in his hands and he does his thing, then the Tigers, well, the Taunton Tigers could really be in trouble right now.
I mean, I felt the momentum switch up here. The second he got that hit, it was just silent. And you know who Colin Williamson reminds me of? Not just the last name, but Zion.
Zion.
Different sport,
He's a
but
big
just
guy.
unstoppable.
He's a big guy.
Extremely fast, unstoppable. I mean, you could see the comparison.
We don't see as many.
Just at the 20-yard line.
Just everyone diving onto the ball right there at the 30.
Good coverage and tackles.
We don't exactly see as many elusive receiving backs as, you know, the likes of Delvin Cook or Christian McCaffrey or Saquon Barkley in this Hawkmock League, but what I've really seen a lot, especially with Ryan Gatley of King Phillip and Colin Williamson of Oliver Ames, a lot of guys looking like Nick Chubb. A lot of guys looking like Derrick Henry.
Oh, yeah.
Just hitting, pounding the rock, great speed, not really showing us a lot of moves, but showing us really efficient runs and power.
And we do have an Oliver Ames player down right now. Is number 9, Jack Perron, down right now.
And a nice round of applause, please, number 9.
And he
Jack
does
Perron.
appear to be up and walking. Always a great sign.
Tiger offense taking the ball again over at the 29-yard line. First down and 10 play coming up.
Leonard throws it deep again and is almost caught.
For number 10, Trent Santos.
Do you have an extra apple?
Give me a water or something. Broke. Broke.
For real.
Bro's broke.
For real. And the Tigers getting the ball with 7:30 left. And Oliver Ames just had a score, so a stop for Oliver Ames here can really change the momentum of the game. So the Tigers are going to want to go out there and just get a quick score for themselves.
Tigers go for the run game, getting them a few yards. Not too many, but... And I'm not sure if we mentioned, but tonight is Teacher Appreciation Week here at Taunton. A lot of teachers being appreciated. Two of our broadcasting teachers, Miss Kirby and Mr. Gay,
Are here with us in the building. And if we want to appreciate teachers, we just got a new assistant, a new broadcasting assistant. And she seems to seem like a really nice lady, and she used to go to the school, so... I mean, at halftime, we'll get a nice little teacher appreciation presentation.
a former Taunton Tiger herself, back with the THS broadcasting program.
6:40 remaining till the half.
Leonard. Ooh, and the pass just drops right out of his hands.
Pass falls incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down.
A quick stick route, but man, one impressive thing. It might have been an incompletion right off of the chest, but wow, arm strength, arm strength, arm strength. That is impressive. That was a laser.
Taunton with a lot of great looks, just dropping it a lot more than, I mean, what you honestly want them to. You don't want them dropping it at all.
Punt is underway.
The ball's going to keep going back.
Keep rolling,
and
keep rolling, keep rolling,
right
keep
at
rolling.
the 15. That ball fell a lot further back than where it landed.
It's a great punt. Man, special teams for the Tigers is solid. And honestly, the Tigers are pinning the Tigers. I mean, whatever way you want to put that, you can think of it however you want.
Take it either way.
Whatever side you're wanting to win, you can think. But Oliver Ames really just went down and scored and kind of shut down the Tigers' offense. With the ball in their hands, we're gonna really see maybe a change in the game, or maybe a defensive drive for the Taunton Tigers that can put Oliver Ames out of this.
Away offense.
Oliver Ames having almost the entire field to go. They go right to Williamson on that first drive. He's taken down just past the first line. Faisal Mass right there to take down Williamson.
6 minutes remaining till the half.
2nd and 7 right now at 5 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. And they go into dual running back formation, giving Colin Williamson the ball. And he takes off for a first down. A nice running back sweep across the right side of the Tigers defense. And goes for a solid chunk of yards, almost basically 10 from where they were standing. But looks like OA's really taking one out of the Taunton Tigers playbook and going in a dual running back formation.
If you're Taunton, you're getting a little scared. We've seen this before. Just the defense just not able to stop the run. And the way they're exploiting it right here in the second quarter, I don't see why they can't do this for the next 2 quarters.
I mean, that's what King Philip did, and they came out with the win. So if you're a Taunton Tigers fan, you're going to really want to hope that Oliver Ames doesn't do that, because it seems to be the Tigers' weakness at the moment.
And there's that defense. Stop the runner for Taunton.
Nathan LaPlante for the Tigers with a great insertion on the play. Really just splits through there to take down number 6. They tried to run the running back sweep going the other way, and it was unsuccessful. But the ball, the one thing that I noticed with it being unsuccessful, the ball wasn't in Colin Williamson's hands. And he looks to be the danger man for the Tigers, but maybe if they try to force it out of his hands, the Taunton Tigers can get a bit lucky.
Second down play. And we do have movement and a flag.
There will be a flag on the play, possibly offsides.
That penalty be assessed against Taunton as they push the ball forward 5 yards.
And all the Rams will gain 5 yards on that.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Clock continuing to run under 4:30 remaining.
With number 2 in motion, the dual running back formation. Number 3, Colin Williamson, takes it with a running back sweep. Oh, man, with a good chunk of yards. He takes it again. And the one thing that the Tigers are really missing on offense right now, they have been explosive through the first quarter, and maybe not as much as the second, but one thing that the Tigers really used to their advantage was their 2 running backs, Evan Parada and Brian Batista, in a dual running back formation. And with Brian being out, they can't do that. They don't have that versatility. They don't have that options. And one team that's using that, the Oliver Ames Tigers. And it looks like there's a flag on the play, really setting them back.
Obviously, with no flag, that would have been a major momentum booster for them. Now 2-8 on their own 28 after getting all the way to almost near the 50.
Seems like they kind of just set them back. It looks like the play was just null and void.
Major sigh of relief for Taunton right there. Throwing it deep, and it's not going to be good.
Pass ball is incomplete.
I was talking about Nate Keaton's sister with the
Jackson.
yeah. Oh man, that's too cute.
Well, I love Jackson. Yeah, I think he should be the real king of the jungle.
Me?
Jackson.
I thought you were saying me. I was like, what?
That's you next year. You got that.
Yeah, it should be. I'm a party animal.
Oh yeah, you better win life of the party next year. Jim, my legacy. I got to show you all the things I've been doing.
I just gotta jump through more tables.
Hell yeah.
Did you see those?
You did that at Brad's party? Hell yeah.
I hope he has the one that he was planning on having in November. You think they can hear us?
Hopefully not. And is intercepted.
At the 40-yard line. Number 12, Roy Santos.
Was our shit not muted?
Oh. What an absolute amazing interception right there by the brother of Trent Santos, Troy Santos. Trent's been doing it on offense. Troy's been doing it on offense. Amazing showing by the brothers here tonight.
Was it muted when we were just talking about that?
The party?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tiger offense taking over for 35.
Tigers now taking back over on offense. Leonard fakes the handoff, throws it, and ooh, that pass is just dropped by Jose Terron.
That'll bring up second down. Fans again, please stick around for an exciting halftime celebration tonight, as we'll be inviting our seniors onto the field for Teacher Appreciation Night.
With 3:25 left on the clock and pretty good field position for the Tigers. They're going to really want to capitalize here. They took advantage on defense and got themselves good field position. So with the second quarter ticking down, they're going to really want to score here.
Parada gets by the OA defense and is finally taken down for the first down.
The ball came loose out of Evan Parada's hands before, well, when he hit the ground. So luckily the Tigers get the ball back there, but mental errors like that might not be able to keep happening because you never know what the ref is going to call. The ref might think you weren't down, and then that's all over Ames' ball, and you just lost the possession at the end of the second quarter.
Taunton has been really loose with the football lately, just dropping a lot.
Moving down the field before the half, under 3 minutes remain.
Leonard hands it off to Parada. Parada is going to be taken down right before the end zone.
And almost a 2-minute warning for the Tigers, and it's 17-7. They have a good lead, maybe going into half. 10 points is decent, but you're going to want to extend it in this last 2 minutes. If you extend it, you really give your team a huge boost. The crowd's getting into it. They're seeing a score before the end, and just everyone's getting a big pump of momentum before the second quarter ends, and you get into halftime. A good pump into halftime can really carry you throughout the game.
We send the Tigers score in less time before. Parada back with the ball. There's going to be stopped once again, bringing up a third down for the Tigers.
We would at this time please like to invite all of our special guests, the Taunton High School teachers and staff, down to the south end zone at the scoreboard to prepare for tonight's halftime celebration. Thank you.
A smart play for the Tigers here to go and get that touchdown. Could be really utilizing a nice screen play. Maybe just having someone screen for Trent Santos. He catches the ball and uses his quick feet and agility to get off the line and get a touchdown here.
All the Rains possibly expecting the ball back in the hands of Parada. And there you go, a Tiger touchdown. And by who other than Evan Parada, who ran them all the way there. Tigers now up 23-7 with 1:14 to go. Great offensive performance by the Tigers so far.
And I was wrong. I was thinking a screenplay to throw him off a little bit, but they went back to Parada just with a nice running back dive from the side, and it worked for them. They just shoved it down the right side of the OA defensive line, and worked out well for them.
If it doesn't work the first or the second time, do it 2 more times. I don't see why not.
That's really third time's the charm.
Tigers good on the kick. Bringing up to 24-7 with 1:14 to go. Taunton getting ready to send the ball back to Oliver Ames.
And going into halftime with maybe a 24-7 lead. That's really looking good for the Tigers right now. Just a big momentum boost. They got the ball in great field position, and they really just scored to put them up. Sweatshirt.
Number 6, Randy Toussaint, leading the charge with special teams tackle.
Wait, no. 4 minutes, 43.
First down and 10 play coming up for OA.
I think it was muted.
Pass is complete to number 2.
Sweatshirt. It should be good. It should.
Nick Leamer again
Yeah,
coming up from the secondary to make the tackle. Under a minute remains.
They were pressed down. They were pressed down. No, we should be good. We should be good. We should be good. No, we should be good though. We should be good. It's worth it. And there's the Tiger defense taking them down again. The Taunton Tiger defense.
Number 6, Randy Toussaint.
Randy Toussaint right there with the tackle. We have less than 15 seconds to go here in the first half.
And a timeout from maybe the Oliver Ames Tigers.
May have to put some time on the clock. I feel they're trying to call that a lot sooner.
For Oliver Ames Tigers, you might just want to let it fly here and air this football out. You only got 8 seconds left, and the worst thing that can happen is throw an interception. Looks bad on the stat sheet, but well, maybe just don't let the Taunton Tigers return it.
Best case scenario, they get a touchdown right here. You never know. Throws it and is incomplete. And that is going to take us to the end of the first half of what has been just an absolute dominant game by the Taunton Tigers, up 24-7. Great scoring, great defense all around. Your score at the half, 24-7, Taunton on top. And we'll be right back for the second half.
Taunton on top, 24-7. Fans, we would ask all in attendance to please give us a moment as we prepare in the south end zone for our halftime celebration, our Teacher Appreciation Night. We could have all senior football players and senior cheerleaders huddle around Coach Sidwell. We're changing locations. We'll be at the 30-yard line this year. Fans, again, a very special night, and please, if we could please draw all your attention. We welcome all for a very special evening, our Teacher Appreciation Night here at Tiger Alexio Stadium. The Taunton High School football and cheer programs, along with their senior athletes, would like to recognize their following and favorite teachers. Number 1 tonight, Nick Lima with Miss Kirby. Number 5, John Castillo with Mr. McPhail. Number 9, Faisal Mas with Mrs. Hathaway. Number 10, Trent Santos with Mr. Moore. Number 11, James Zavala with Mrs. Hurt. Number 22, Nathan Keenan with Mrs. Shaw. Number 32, Evan Parada with Mrs. Hartung. Number 50, Jack Matozo with Mr. Grading. Number 90, Ethan Ross with Mr. Furtado. And also our 4 cheerleaders, Miss Malaya Taron with Chef Howlett. Miss Bethany Fuzek with Mrs. Kurt. Miss Haley Andrade with Mr. Gay. Miss Jada Bronco with Mr. Bork. Good luck to all of our Tiger teams and teachers. Thank you for your support with our athletes. And now please together for a group photo.
All right, good. And first kick of the second half, and they're going to stop that immediately. But we are back for the second half of what has been an interesting game. This is for the Tigers, the Taunton Tigers to be exact, who have scored 24 points in the first half. Oliver Ames only scored 7, but it was a strong 7. And you talk about strong. The hit Colin Williamson got, just an absolute tank for that touchdown that he got.
And speaking of strong halves, I think the Tigers defensively didn't play too strong, and they're only lucky to have 7 points scored on them. Well, neither team really defensively played strong, but offensively for the Tigers, they're really moving the ball well and picking up on everything that they can really have come to them, and any mistake that they really could capitalize on. And talking about mistakes, the fumble from Evan Parada, but talking about covering on mistakes, Faisal Mass with a great pickup and touchdown from it. So I think Tigers just have to keep doing their thing, exploit the OA defense in the air, and keep hustling. That's what they've done consistently throughout the season. That's what they've done well. So don't get on your heels and stay on your toes. You just got to be consistent and hustle.
Taunton hoping to finish the second half as strong as they finished the first half. Rolled my friend's window down, fired red in his face. Then Reggie did it.
Yeah.
Ball spots at the 36-yard line. First down and 10 play coming up to Taunton.
Leonard gets it to Parada. Parada getting by all of Oliver Ames' defense and is taken down past the 10-yard line.
Jacob Leonard with a strike to Evan Parada.
Whew. Leonard has been throwing nothing but dots this game, and Evan Parada has been unstoppable. We talked about him filling in for Brian Batista, and he is doing more than just filling in. He is amazing.
And that's just a really nice play from Evan Parada. It was a nice sweep out to the left side for the running back. He gets it in. There was a hole straight for him. Great blocking on the play from the wide receivers and the linemen on the left side. They just created a nice little hole for him, and he uses that amazing speed to split through it and really get down the field fast.
Leonard hands it off to Parada. Parada tries to run it in and is taken down.
That's a quick play from the Tigers. They've really just one throw and they're all the way down the field already.
Inside the 5-yard line.
Tigers do like to start quarters off really fast. We've seen it all season. I believe it was the King Philip game. They started the second quarter with an interception and scored on the first drive. Tigers 2nd and 4 on the 4-yard line. Hands it back off to Parada. Parada running it in, and there's going to be a couple flags thrown down on the play.
Wicked weird kid that used to go to our middle school. And all of my friends he's right there.
Fucking way. The goggles? The goggles or sideburns? Waiting on the exact call.
The Tigers are coming out strong, and I think that score that happened at the very end of the first half really changed the tide of the match and really bursted them forwards because they got another touchdown on the board and can make it 31.
Touchdown being deemed good after the couple flags thrown down as Nate Keening lines up to make it a possible 31 score. And there it is. Nate Keenan, the versatile Tiger, gets the Tiger lead 31-7 with just 10:24 in the third quarter. The Taunton loves to play fast, and they are doing so.
Parada had himself a dominant drive, just a dominant drive to open up the second half. He had a quick swing out to the left side on a pass and brought it all the way down, and it only took him 2 runs to get in the end zone, so that was never Parada drive, not even a Taunton Tigers drive. He just did that himself.
Parada has been the go-to option for Taunton tonight.
Despite Parada, though, being the main option, don't ever count out Trent Santos or John Castillo on the left or right side, or even both on one side at wide receivers. We already saw Trent Santos get a big touchdown this game, and John can do the same thing. One Tiger that is missing from Taunton's lineup is wide receiver Isaiah Williams. He's a beast on the field and he has tons of speed, and the Tigers are just unlucky to see him injured this game.
In week 1, we saw Isaiah. The Tigers ran 3 straight plays for him, caught him all in a row, and they just could not stop him. It's been great for the Tigers this year.
First down and 10 play coming up now.
And Williamson's going to be taken down upon receiving the ball.
Dominant game for the Tigers, 31-7 right now, and it's only the start of the third quarter. Oliver Ames is going to really want to try to get themselves back into this.
That tackle for a loss behind the line of scrimmage. Second down play coming up.
Hands it off. Jenkins Jr. gets by all the Tigers, and he is going all the way, and that's going to be an Oliver Ames touchdown. Robert Jenkins Jr. taking it all the way by himself.
again, for Oliver Ames, they just love that inside handoff, and they send an inside handoff again, cutting through the right side, and whew, that man took off. Great speed on the play. He was getting chased by 2 Tiger safeties the whole time, but he didn't break pace. Impressive score. And maybe Oliver Ames isn't down and out in this one. Maybe they're going to keep fighting.
It's not over till it's over. The kick is good as it hits the scoreboard.
Whew, slams the scoreboard. Looks like my shot in soccer.
31-14.
See if the Tigers' offense can keep being productive. They were held to 0 points last week, but having a couple people back, a couple guys on the O-line, and Trent Santos, I mean, look at dangerous right now. 31 points already? They might hit a season high.
Quite possibly. I mean, there's enough time in this game to do anything. And to think the Tigers aren't even fully healthy. They don't have all their weapons available to them.
Like I said, Isaiah Williams is a big piece missing in this puzzle, and hopefully they can get him back soon, because once the matchups start getting tougher and you're getting closer to tournament time, key players need to be on the field, because these key players are going to make big plays for you when you need them.
Especially one of their better defenders in Jack Matozo. Really, really helping out Jake Leonard. We saw in the game that he got injured, I believe against Durfee. He ended up getting hurt on that play, but it allowed Jake Leonard to make an amazing pass.
Ball fielded inside the 10-yard line.
Keenan going all the way, and he's taken down at the
Nice return
30.
across the
30 yards by himself. Incredible.
Is Jack good?
Make him load up. They won't know.
Let's see if the Tigers, the Taunton Tigers, it's a little bit difficult. 2 Tigers in one league, 2 Tigers in one matchup. I mean, which Tiger's which?
Yeah, that's why we call it the Tiger Bowl.
And the Tiger Bowl's been a pretty entertaining game so far. A couple big plays, and let's see if Taunton can brew up another big play.
Leonard.
Leonard's pass is complete.
Tyler Wynn taken down after the completion. And that will be a first down for Taunton.
Tyler Wynn with the reception for Taunton.
Tyler Wynn getting some of his first action of the game.
Smart check down pass from Leonard.
This is the Coach Sidwell talking to Jake Leonard as he goes back ready to lead his team.
Ball on the 43-yard line, first down and 10 play.
Leonard hands it off to Parada. Parada taken down.
Stopped at the line of scrimmage, but still, you might want to keep trying things like that. Parada's been productive today, so just because you get stopped once, try to use an effective play.
I feel like we say this every game, but if it's not broke, don't fix it. If Evan Parada is getting you yards and getting you into the end zone, why stop?
I wouldn't stop. The Tigers are going to come here with 2 and 9 and the ball on their own 44 with 7:30 left on the clock. Let's see what they can do. Jacob Leonard might want to use this arm of his. He hands it off, and Oliver Ames do a great job of stopping the run for one of the first times that we've really seen them do it this game. Two good run stops in a row, and eliminating the run out of the Taunton High Tigers game could be crucial for Oliver Ames coming back right now.
Would be expecting a throw by Leonard here on this next play, as, I mean, the run is almost not an option right now, maybe for just this drive. So Oliver Ames is really starting to patch the holes.
I would expect a throw here. They have a bunch of 3 on the left side, Parada to his left, and one lone receiver out to his right. Let's see what they can do.
Here we go. Leonard. And the pass is going to be incomplete, bringing them the fourth down on their 41.
That'll bring up fourth down.
A bunch for the Tigers is what's a good look right there. We had a couple guys open going inside, outside, in Jose Toron on a stick route. But the Tigers are going to need to get a little bit of better blocking. Jacob Leonard only has so much time in the pocket, and you got to maximize that time.
Kick almost blocked right there. Not too much bounce on the ball, as it will be fielded around the 30-yard line.
And down inside the 30-yard line.
Oliver Ames offense here with a 1st and 10 with the ball on the 27. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left to go, and let's see what they can do.
Deep pass, almost intercepted, and is caught. And Robert Jenkins Jr. again for Oliver Ames, doing it all.
That's a beautifully weighted ball from the QB, just floats it over the top, and it's straight in the breadbasket. Again, another breadbasket catch today. The QBs are really showing out with some of these throws. Number 18 on the Tigers couldn't really have done anything about that, but it's just a beautiful throw.
The run almost hurdles over him.
Number 22, Nate Keenan coming up.
Number 3, Colin Williamson. I mean, with the fast run like that, you're just going to have to be a little bit scared with him coming at you. I mean, he's like a freight train out there.
Aldi looking for a throw. Throws it deep and is intercepted!
Pass intercepted.
What a play by Taunton.
On the field.
There will be flags down on the play right there.
And to be fair, for the Tigers, that is a great play for Troy Santos, number 12. I mean, wow, he just came over there and basically jumped over someone for the interception. That was amazing. It wasn't too much of a bad ball from the QB. It was just a great play from the Tigers secondary. And that's what they do best. That's what the Tigers defense does best. I mean, their secondary and their cornerbacks have just been so consistent all season. So seeing that is just proving our point. There's a flag on the field, but it seems as if it was declined by the Tigers, and they're taking their pick.
After that play is all sorted out, we do have an interception by the Tiger defense. Number 12, Troy
Interception
Santos
will
with
be
the
deemed
INT
good
line.
once again by Troy Santos, his second interception of the night.
A penalty assessed against the Taunton Tigers will push the ball back to the 38-yard line where their offense will take over. First down and 10, under 5 minutes remaining in the third. Broader on the carry.
Tigers once again going for Parada, who is taken down, and we do have a player down on the field.
We do have a player down on the field.
I'm starting to see a player down, but for Sidwell, You might want to stop the running of the ball. That's 3 runs in a row where Oliver Ames have read it perfectly and taken us down.
Is that Parada? Do you know if that's Parada?
Fox, you want a drink?
A nice round of applause, please. Number
That
32,
was Evan
Parada.
Parada, who did end up getting hurt. Right there you see the Taunton jungle always traveling with the team. It is good to see Evan Parada walking off, hoping that he is okay. He has been the key piece in this Tigers offense. Without him, Tigers are going to have to look for some other options. Expecting to see the ball go towards the hands of Santos a lot more often from here on out.
Unfortunate to see Parada got down. He was
Almost another highlight reel pass by Leonard.
Second down.
Just a little too strong on that one.
like I was saying, I mean, it's unfortunate to see Parada down as their running back 2 in the depth chart if everyone's healthy. But whew, maybe seeing him down is going to get us a couple more big throws like that to Trent and really show off Jake Leonard's cannon.
Third down play coming up for the Tigers.
Leonard throws it into the hands of Santos, and he's going all the way. Grabbed by the foot, gets by him. He's still going. You can't stop him, and falls right into the end zone. Jose Torron, not Trent Santos.
And a fine catch and run. Number 3, Jose Terran of the Tigers.
Amazing. We were talking about how they won't have much of the run game there anymore, but dude, they still have Leonard's cannon of an arm.
I mean, wow. Evan Parada coming out of the game is just upsetting, but the Tigers don't need the slow tempo run. I mean, wow, such a great throw, and just the run is so explosive. We saw him have a run like that against King Philip, and he just goes and does it again. Oof, who needs a running back when you got wide receivers and a QB like this?
The amount of defenders that were grabbing at him, he had someone grab his foot trying to hold him down.
Nate Keenan with a good inside zone run on basically the one, but that's another touchdown for the Tigers.
Great offense by the Tigers, just spectacular. I can't even describe it with words right now.
Basically, both of their 2 running backs that they primarily go to are injured. And I feel like a broken record right now in the moment, but I mean, maybe it's a good thing because it's a new dawn for their explosive throwing offense, and we really love to see that.
The kick is good, but there will be a flag. I have no idea.
It like came out of nowhere. I just saw him running.
I saw him running. I was like, I didn't think he actually caught the ball.
That was nuts.
Oh, I'm so tired.
The Tigers winning 38-14 with 4 minutes left in the third quarter. And this is looking like a big win for the Tigers. They're really putting numbers up on the board right now. It's just a brilliant showing from their offense. And they got another quarter left. Maybe they could go for 50.
Talk about a bounce back game. Taunton is answering all the questions that were asked about them after the past 2 games at King Philip and Franklin.
Hey, it's a big bounce back game, and everyone was saying it, posting on their stories, bounce back game, and that's exactly what they got. Just putting points up in the board after a shutout, really showing the teams in the Hawk that that game against Franklin was a fluke.
And that kick sails out from the back of the end zone. Oliver Ames, offense heading back to the field.
Good news for Taunton is that Evan Parada does seem to be jogging back and forth. He does look a lot better than what he did before.
A handoff from the Oliver Ames Tigers to oh man, he just takes off. Number 3 for the Oliver Ames Tigers gets the ball and moves the chains with a big chunk of yards.
Williamson just once again showing his athletic ability. He is unstoppable.
45-yard line. First down and 10 play coming up for OA. Under 3:30 remaining in the third.
I mean, wow, out of nowhere. The game might be done and dusted, but if you get a couple runs off like that that lead to touchdowns, then that's not the truth anymore.
Here comes Williamson again, taken down right past the line of scrimmage.
Again on the carry. Number 55, Ryan McDougal, leading the way with the tackle on defense.
Here comes another run play in the hands of Jenkins Jr., taken down.
Number 2, Robert Jenkins. With
The main goal for the Tigers right now is just to protect the lead, play solid defense and not get scored on, and then offensively, get experimental. With 2 of your running backs injured and basically only your wide receivers and QB, get experimental, have a bit of fun on the field, see what's going to work for next up-and-coming games against harder opponents. I mean, this is a time to explore and expand and get into new formations and really, really change your playbook up. Maybe go and get Jake Leonard a running touchdown.
Ball spots on the 39-yard
You know,
line.
great point. You know, with the lead as what it is, with how much time is left, you know, just in the third quarter, rest of the game, you know, there is no reason why you shouldn't just try some new things out. You know, give you a lot more options in games coming up, not just this season, but next year.
Robert Jenkins with the carry for OA.
Oh my God, bro.
Harris coming
Are they looking for the paper?
Gay probably has that, or Kirby.
Fourth down carry for the Oliver Ames.
And Oliver Ames move the chains. I mean, Taunton just can't get the rock pounded on them, but at the same time they can. If Oliver Ames just wants to run the ball and run this clock out, then the Tigers will gladly take that. I mean, running the clock down, you're getting to the fourth quarter, only 12 minutes of game left, and Oliver Ames are really just giving themselves less time to score and make a comeback in this game.
Hard to think we still have a whole quarter left.
But also, I mean, any time is valuable time to score, especially at the end of a quarter.
And Williamson's going to get by the Taunton defense for his second, maybe third touchdown of the game with 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter, making it a 38-20 game. It is not over just yet.
I always like to say in any sport that I play, or any sport that I've ever played, or any sport that I've ever watched someone play and I've been helping them from the sidelines, the game isn't over until it's over. The game is never over until that final whistle's blown, until that clock gives you 4 zeros. And whew, it isn't over now. I mean, oh man, a blocked kick. Tigers special teams looking good, but I was just going to go on about something. I mean,
yeah, no, you're absolutely right. It's not over until it's over. No reason, no matter how big your lead is, you can't let off the gas. You got to keep that same energy throughout the entire game. I mean, we've seen this in sports all the time. You know, just over, not 2 years ago, but 2 seasons ago, the NBA playoffs, we saw the Clippers meltdown in the bubble against the Denver Nuggets, up 3-1. Game 7, a double-digit lead, blew it.
I mean, LeBron down 3-1 to the...
we all know what happened.
And, I mean, that's greatness right there. And you want to know, I'm seeing greatness on the field in number 3, Colin Williamson. I mean, he had a run, and he had a guy on his back. He carried a guy on his back from the 5 to the end zone. No offense to the Tigers' safety, but all the acknowledgement and all the pride to Colin Williamson, who just had a fantastic run.
I mean, talk about carrying the team on your back.
Onside kick attempt by Oliver Ames. But the Tigers special routines recover. Taunton ball.
This is Sidwell talking to his Tiger team. Sidwell has had some great players for him past couple years.
And as much as talent matters and everything, you got to have good coaching. And it seems like Sidwell's really revamped his style this year to get the Tigers more diverse plays and more smarter plays. And it really seems like working. And another thing, I mean, hustle. You need a team with hustle. As much talent as you have, if you don't hustle, you're not going to win. And that's one thing that the Tigers really do.
The handoff to Parada.
Nate Keenan
on that. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter as we get ready for the fourth quarter. Taunton Tigers are on top, 38-20. The game is not over just yet. We still got 12 minutes to go.
And that carry out of bounds will take us to the fourth quarter. Taunton High on top of Oliver Ames, 38-20.
Jose Taron with the carry to start off this fourth quarter. Taunton Tigers looking to close out while the Olive Rain Tigers trying to make it an interesting game.
And I mean, talking about in the box right now during the intermission between the third and the fourth quarter, and Colin Williams, that's a brilliant player. I mean, the kid maybe has 3 touchdowns, 150 yards plus, and he's just everywhere at the moment for the Tigers offense.
On what? Almost 10 carries too?
Yeah.
I mean, he's just getting yards like it's nothing. In the pass to Santos is good for a Tiger first down.
And this is a game that the Tigers need to win to get back their momentum. They've lost 2 games in a row, but winning this could give them their first league match and just a good momentum boost. Going 0-2, bouncing back at home to make it 4-2. Get yourself a little farther out of the 500 range. I mean, if they lost this game, they'd be out of the 500 range, and that would be detrimental to their chances of making the playoffs with a couple hard matchups coming up in the next couple weeks.
Does put them in a better position. 4-2 doesn't look that bad.
1 yard on that last carry.
2nd and 9 for the Tigers on the 28. Leonard, pass is almost taken out of the air.
And to be fair, I mean, the offensive line needs to be better than that. Jacob Leonard only had the ball for about a second. He got the ball, looked and threw, and there was a guy in his face about to block his pass. I mean, they need to be better.
I mean, we've seen one thing with Jacob Leonard is that he is a fast decision maker. You know, there's a lot of quarterbacks out there that they make a decision really fast and not always the best decision. But when Leonard throws the ball, hands it off, I know it's usually the right decision. He is a phenomenal decision maker.
Exactly. I completely agree with that. And there he is, dumping it off. A short, quick throw to Nate Keenan. Amazing speed. He jukes to the left. And he's just down in front of the end zone. I mean, that's an explosive play from Nate Keenan.
Nate Keenan, absolutely explosive when he gets the ball.
Just a beautiful play from him. I mean, he got the ball and he just turned on the burners. A quick juke to the left, and he almost got himself a touchdown. The Tigers could come out here and maybe dump off a quick pass to Trent Santos and see what he can do by himself going to the end zone, but they might hand it off to Nate Keenan, who's had good production on the ball. Jose Toran under center, getting the ball underneath.
Jose Toran
Quick jet sweep, and he gets a touchdown for the Tigers with 9 minutes, 30 seconds left.
Getting closer and closer to 50 as the Tigers have 44 with 9:21 to go in this game. On top by 24.
Have they ever gotten this many points?
Probably never. Like ever. Like ever.
Extra point is good.
Play call by, and that's just a great play call by Coach Sidwell. They didn't dump it off or hand it off. They just had a quick jet sweep across the zone, and Jose Torren burns them with their speed to go to the right side of the end zone.
We were talking about it earlier, but we do see a whole new coaching style for Coach Sidwell. A lot different from years prior.
A really creative play, not something that you see a lot in high school football, along with the read option, but the jet sweep was just a great decision on that play. They really tried to clog the middle, which didn't work for them.
And credit to the players for being able to execute that well.
Short kick fielded inside the 35-yard line.
They've always used it. They try to keep them. What is the point?
Ball spots at the 32-yard line. First down and 10 play coming up for away.
We were gonna bring. Is Sean like sitting there?
This your play-by-play, buddy.
Sean
This is all you, bro.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Second and 10 right now. 32. And there's going to be a flag on the play, possibly a false start. Well, the Rams are going to take back on the line. Lots of yards on that last play.
Penalty assessed against all the Rams. We'll push them back 5 more yards. We'll bring up second down. Grimaldi's pass is complete. And the tackle made at the 42-yard line. Ball at the 41. Pass falls incomplete, and that'll bring up second down.
Away gaining some yards on that last play. Slowly getting up the field, just 8:20 to go. Tigers back to line up. Still down 25 with 8:20 to go. To gain
And
is looking a little
on
over.
the field.
And they are going to call a timeout there.
And maybe the Taunton High Tigers can look to get the ball back and just put more up on the board, because it seems like the game's a little bit out of reach, so they can really go for it here when they get the ball back and try to put 50 up on the board like I had predicted before.
So what have you liked most about the Tigers so far, the Taunton Tigers?
For the Taunton Tigers, I've just honestly liked their creativity on offense and their play calling on offense, and they've really gone to the air and had a lot of explosive plays. First off, starting with Trent's big touchdown, and like I said, creativity-wise, it doesn't get more creative than Jose Toron's touchdown on the last play. I mean, jet sweep across the middle, and he just takes off for it. And that's honestly the biggest highlight they've had so far, along with the hustle. I mean, the hustle touchdown from Faisal really had changed the momentum of the game. And other than that, hustle and creativity and explosive plays on offense.
Well, we've seen a lot of this game. The Tigers are getting the ball around to different players. I mean, we've had, 5 different people get a touchdown?
Yeah,
I mean, you don't see that often.
You don't. And, I mean, another thing that I left out, but they're consistent with it. I mean, the Tigers' defense in their secondary is always doing a good job. Maybe not the run defense, but their secondary does a great job of getting in the way and deflecting passes.
And a big shout out to their special teams who have been putting in work tonight.
Player down on the field for Oliver Ames, and I mean, you don't want to see that. There's been a couple hurt players this game. I mean, one sitting out right now, Evan Parada. It doesn't look like he's going to come back into the game, and he's been completely elusive and explosive for the Tigers today. Getting a lot of good yardage off of the plays that he's had. I mean, we hate to see him go down, but hopefully Brian Batista will come back into the game in the coming weeks. Looks like the player for Oliver Ames came off the field and was walking, so it's nice to see that. With a 3rd and 4, the Oliver Ames Tigers have it with 7:30 left on the clock. 3 receivers out to his left and 1 to his right. They break off. He throws it up in the air, and it's to no one. Number 18 for the Taunton Tigers almost got himself an interception. Giovanni Walters. Interesting throw into 3 of the Taunton Tigers zones, but
Tiger defense has been all over Oliver Ames throwing the ball tonight. Oliver Ames' only options have been running the ball. Tigers have completely eliminated the throw game for them.
it may not be the most smart thing to run the ball with only 7 minutes, 26 seconds left. But if it's what works, then you got to get something that's going to work.
That's 6.
And number 28, Ethan Harris, breaking through the line with the tackle. We do have a player down on the field.
Do have another player down on the field.
It's number 6.
Hopefully the player is okay. It's late in the game. We still have to clean up here too. We gotta even later. We gotta clean up. At least not.
He's good. Yeah.
And a nice round of applause, please. Number 6, Chad Silva.
GOL. Giggle out loud. Giggle out loud. I agree with it.
Ball spots on the 32-yard line.
I love that.
Two cats.
Nathan Keenan on the carry for the Tigers, bring up second down. Clock continues to run. 7 minutes remaining in this evening's
We have
contest.
just 7 minutes remaining here in this game. The Taunton Tigers on top, 45-20. Just an offensive juggernaut of Tigers tonight.
And the Tigers with a big lead right now. I mean, don't want to mess up Jacob Leonard's stats, but get a bit creative right now. Have a bit of fun with the football.
As Leonard throws it.
Leonard pass,
Santos taken down.
Takes
Two
it up
Olive
in
Rain
midfield,
defenders
good
take
for a
him.
Tiger, first down. Clock continues to run.
Jacob Leonard in the shotgun formation with Jose Torn going across the middle, and he hands it off to Nathan Keenan, who breaks a tackle, breaks three tackles, takes it.
Right by them.
Nathan Keenan on the carry.
Is it possible to stop him? I mean, we saw everybody on Olive Range just diving at them, throwing their bodies at Keene and trying to stop him.
I don't know how to spell it, but it's so hard to commentate a blowout.
Ball on the 43-yard line. Second down play coming up for THS.
We are.
Number 35, Elijah Prophet with the carry in the first down for the Tigers.
That was Elijah Prophet with the carry, a freshman here at Taunton High, getting some late minutes here in the blowout.
Always good to try new players and new plays when winning by this much in a varsity game. I mean, getting a freshman in there and getting him touches late in a game like this could really develop him for later seasons and later games to come if we have more injuries. I mean, just getting young players touches and young players time can really adjust them to the varsity level, and that's what you need to make sure your program can be good for many years.
Ball on the 34-yard line. First down, 10 play coming up for the Tigers. And a timeout on the field.
And there is going to be a timeout on the field with exactly 4:40 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Are there?
Ball on the 34. First down and 10 play coming up for THS.
What a big hit right there. Take down the Tigers.
Number 44, Donovan Howard with the tackle.
As Donovan Howard with the tackle for Oliver Ames.
Under 4:30 remaining.
Is a cough, by the way. Yeah. Did it not sound like it?
Not at all.
Wait, actually.
No, I'm just joking.
Uh-oh. Troy Santos in motion to the left and Jacob Leonard in the shotgun. He hands it off on a jet sweep to Troy Santos, who jukes one tackle and gets taken down for 1 negative yard.
And there was a flag on the play there.
There was a flag down the field. Number 56 on the tackle. Third down play coming up. Ball spots on the 35-yard line. Troy Santos on the carry, takes it around the corner. There is, however, a flag on the play. That penalty assessed against Taunton. Push it back to the 40-yard line. Under 3 minutes remain. Third down and long play coming up. Elijah Prophet again with the carry for the Tigers. Stop behind the line. Clock continues to run. And a Taunton timeout with 1:30 remaining. Fourth down play coming up. Ball spots at the 45-yard line. The punt is blocked. and recovered by THS. Special teams tackle at the 50-yard line. Oliver Ames will take over. 1:26 remaining. Ball spots at the 50-yard line for Oliver Ames. First down and 10.
Oliver Ames looking to get as much as they can, and their QB is sacked, taken down. Brian Silva getting some minutes at QB late in the game with just 1:10 remaining. Tigers on top, 45-20. Taunton Tigers, that is, on top.
Just wrap it up. Let's just put 5 games left. Let's pack it up and be done. We can only afford it. With the way we're going. What does that mean? We can't afford anything. But it's just, it sucks because I feel like there's like just like very small, it's like a handful of us and busting our ass. I believe that. It's not anything. No, I know.
Comes the snap, almost drops the pass, throws it deep, hurdles it right in the air, and is way too strong on that. We have just 33 seconds to go here in the game.
Go ahead, ladies. Write me a note. We'll make the captain.
Third down play coming up. 33 seconds remaining.
Just 33 seconds. Oliver Ames gets ready for one of the last drives of the game. Here they go, getting by the Taunton defense, taken down. Not just yet, spinning by, taken down at the 50. 20 and counting to go.
Clock continues to run. 15 seconds remaining.
All right, so be well. Thank you. Hey, you go.
And that will do it here at Luxor Stadium. The Taunton Tigers, a dominant win, 45-20 against Oliver Ames, and win the Tiger Bowl. Great win by the Tigers. I'm Doug Pons, along with Aiden Fitting for the rest of the THS studio. I want to say thank you and good night.
Good work, Doug.
Good work, Doug.
Of Oliver Ames in the Tiger Bowl. Final score 45-20.